Hello.
Welcome to another episode of the Givin Trouble show.
Hello and welcome. Whatever you are, whatever time of day or night it might be in your part of the world. Welcome from Trinidad and Tobago. I am just Lisa, and this person next to me, beautiful lady, is
Lyrics, alias Lewis Martin Leasing, alias Lewis Martin, alias Killer Lou, and I have to think of some other ones because
alias
I think
Mommy.
Alias Mommy.
Mom.
No, you have to say it 8 more times consecutively. My actual alias is Mommy. Oh, it's 10 times. Sorry, I couldn't remember.
You just remember the sound, how it echoes in your skull, bouncing around. Mommy. And on that note, I'd like to wish happy birthday to my own beautiful angel, Naja Sampong.
Talk about
Wherever
mommy
you are in
thing.
the world, my darling, I love you. Be safe. May God guide you and bless you and keep you safe always. I love you.
Happy birthday. So, Lisa McGill, what's been going on in your neck of the woods?
Gosh, my life has been pretty quiet. At least I don't think I have COVID. Unlike the Prime Minister.
Wow, the Prime Minister fully 100%.
Damn.
And it's pretty terrible, you know. I hope that he recovers quickly. We need all the good vibes and positive energy we can get right now. And you know, when I saw, you know, I'm scrolling through Instagram or whatever.
When I saw that shit, wait, could you go down a little bit so that I could see that shit?
Yeah, into the shit.
Damn, baby.
That's a jammy shit. That shit is jammy.
Damn. Anyway, sorry, yes. When you saw the story.
When I saw the story, I thought, this is a joke, like somebody, you know, like making a fake post, you know, because I was like, no way, my Prime Minister Trinidad Tobago could get COVID. But it's true and it's terrible. So I'm hoping he recovers quickly. I'm hoping nobody else like around him gets sick and all of that.
He's a hard patient, eh?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You know, he's not a young guy. I mean, he's look fresh because the black don't crack, but still, he's not fresh.
And he wear that fly shirt. You know?
I know he's so funky with his garb. You forget that he's an elderly. I mean, officially, he's an older person. So you know, we hope that you recover speedily, Dr. Rowley, and resume your position.
Yes, boy.
At the helm of this beast. Good luck.
I bet he cussing your ass for not taking the vaccine now, though.
Well, I know somebody passing above somewhere. That's a relationship.
Like, well, if I did only know, but you know, if you did only know.
We have a few people with us today. Hi, Sean. Good afternoon. Hola. Hi, David.
Hey, David. Sorry, just got a big walk. Congrats, David.
Let me go back and tell him congrats.
Congratulations.
Yes, I have many organizations that require donations, so I will be calling you.
I don't think it's that kind of party. It's a non-profit. I'm positive. Avril.
Hi, Avril.
In the picture, or Avril and Kim. That's like my relationship couple, by the way.
Right. Ooh, when he saw the shirt, he saw the Honorable PM was auditioning for Tropical Heat. Yes.
Nah, come on, man. I like the
shit. And Zinnia's making a good point, which is.
Wait. Put it up again. I was too high to read it quickly.
Oh, sorry.
We're
We
waiting
are
for
not taking
COVID to
this COVID thing
come
seriously
more like a
anymore.
cricket score to
I
take it
have
seriously.
noticed. Have
Hmm.
you noticed, Lisa? People just have like offers. People are like, oh, there's like a vaccine, so
Yeah. No,
let's
I don't even think
back.
it's the vaccine. I think people in Trinidad are just like, oh, we never really get had, so no
Yeah,
problem.
like
You know, it's not
this
really a
what is a
problem.
new mentality. We need to stop it.
Yeah, I know someone very well who doesn't believe it's true. Doesn't believe it exists.
Yeah.
Thinks it's a whole worldwide global conspiracy.
Well, speaking of conspiracies, um, so the our chief of police's daughter, caused quite
Dun,
the
dun, dun.
stir this last week because she got pulled over by the popo, and there's a whole video. I'll just take off the sound because it's very loud. It's much louder than our audio. And there's this whole video, and I got this from Ricardo Creates. There you are, Ricardo. I'm crediting you. You did this. You curated this, and he had a nice little talk before and things. So I'll give Ricardo props. And this is the young lady and her boyfriend getting
It's not your
questioned on
husband,
and
husband,
things.
husband.
Husband, sorry, my bad. That's to tell you how little attention I have been paying.
No,
I
I'll
see
say the news report said he was exceptionally polite.
right.
He have manners, good fellow.
Good fellow. Right? So that happened, and this country has been somewhat divided in their perceptions. And so
Really? What was the
divided
division? Sorry. What's the division?
that, well, some people are like, the police advantaged them, and the police was being wicked to them. And some people are like, well, they were being entitled and spoiled and deserve to for people to crack down on them. So
So
there's
I'm like
two.
leaning on the entitled and spoiled side of this
Oh,
argument.
okay. Well, I don't know. I'm not leaning on either side because I don't know, and I also don't care. Ha, ha. But
Interesting point you raised there.
yes, that from what I've gathered, the sort of stuff that's risen to the top that I see, that's there seems to be a few different perceptions. I haven't dived deep on this. What your thoughts?
Okay. Again, like I barely skimmed the newspaper article on this and just saw like 2.2 seconds of that video. So
Right.
I have no idea what really went on. I will say that according to the report that I read, the daughter of the commissioner of police seemed to try to pull rank, which is totally, a standing joke with me and a friend of mine is that they walk up to the door of a big fat and say, "Don't you know who I am?"
And you
Fortunately, they
get
did
through.
know.
And you get through.
They get through.
Yeah.
But, we just do that all the time. We just do that. These are people who just do that.
I've
Um,
never done that. I just pick up something and walk. I just pick up a box and walk through with a box.
so,
I look like a lady who should be carrying a box into the fet through the back door.
oh,
So that's my little scam.
that's your
That's
MO.
just me. That's just me. We have a guest today. We have a guest, and I am
Wait,
so
wait, wait! I wasn't finished before I introduce the guest.
sorry.
I don't want people to feel that I support that.
So
I
Mrs.
myself have never
Tell me
done. Don't
finish,
you know
please.
who I am? What I have done is Google me.
Google me. You
Mm.
tell people to Google you.
I told one person to Google me, and I was so embarrassed afterwards that I was like, "This is the best story ever." I sound like a
I
colossal
don't
dick.
I don't tell people Google me. I just think that they should.
You just what?
I don't tell people to Google me. I just think that they should Google me.
But yeah,
You I
it'll
talk
be
to
easier
somebody
for you
with
to
the
Google me than.
assumption that they've Googled me. I don't know. Is that wrong?
No, it was a very specific like conversation. It wasn't like just like I met some nice cute guy and I was like Google me. No, it was I was talking to a writer and at the time I was writing not just fiction and poetry, but I was a journalist reviewing books. the fact that he didn't know my name spoke more to his gap than my arrogance. And therefore I said, Google me. But the minute the words came out my mouth, I was like, God damn, Lisa, you're a dick. I was so ashamed.
Well, I'm glad we've cleared that up because I've thought
Yeah,
that for years.
yeah, now you're confirmed. So now, please, as I interrupted you, do continue.
Oh, I thank you, milady. Now, we have a guest on our show today, a man. Yes, we have a man on the Femicom Givin Trouble show. Yes, it happens.
Because
And
man does give trouble too sometimes.
man does give real trouble, you know. And this man been giving trouble. Right? He's a troublesome man. He's a troublesome man. His name is Eric Barry. All right. And if you don't know who Eric Barry is, you're about to find out. Okay, because we have him on the Givin Trouble show today. Now, the first time I saw, he sent a whole bio and thing with all his list of accomplishments. If the thing only scrolling, I get tired scrolling. I get weak. The thing gets small on the side. So I say, fire for that. So instead of using his bio that he sent me, I am going to talk about the first time I saw Eric Barry perform one of his own shows. It was,
You can bring him in the room, I want to see his face.
Google him. All your Google Eric Barry. Shut. I want to know, Google the man. He all over the damn place. Real article and thing. He just win he just get a thing with the in December. He's
true. You can really Google him in truth. He's a very accomplished fellow.
Pull
up the picture. Pull him up in the studio.
Oh gosh, he's here. Let me just introduce him and then I'll tell the story while you're.
Yes, I want to watch your face for the story. Hello, my darling.
Yeah, Lord. Hi. I say Google me. Yeah, hello, hi. I'll use a Google me. Google me, I love it. I reach. Hi.
My children tell me I'm a consummate bread woman. Welcome to our show.
Yes.
Eric.
Yes.
And thanks for joining us.
I'm professional right now.
Let me allow Laura to continue her introduction.
Yes. Now, Eric has a theater company called Tete a Tete Theater. All right, that's true, right, Eric?
Yes, it is.
And it's been around for a very, very long time. They're deep. They go deep. They have shows and shows and shows and shows. They've been at it, right? And I had the privilege of hosting Tete a Tete Theater at my 10th theater on the grounds of where Napa is currently, the National Academy for the Performing Arts. So this must have been somewhere around like 2006, 2007, maybe around there.
You're correct. You're correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was a sketch comedy show, essentially. And it was made up of these different vignettes, different theater pieces.
It's Carnival or something?
It happens. The first one.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. And just the name is so clever already. And I was like, okay, this is going to be very good. And there were many very, very good sketches within it. And he had a great cast. I nearly say Eric Barry. No. Curtis Gross was in it.
Wendell Etienne.
And Wendell Etienne was in it. Was Jovan Abraham in it?
No, not Jovan. Was this Samantha John did this particular one? Samantha John was with us. And now Samantha Best.
Yeah.
There were two women. Was it Evelyn? Is it Evelyn Caesar?
Evelyn Caesar Monroe.
No, not Evelyn. No. I forgot her name. I hope she's not watching this show right now. They'll come back to me.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was Eric played this magician doing these tricks, and all the tricks always went wrong. But they went wrong in the most hilarious, funniest, cleverest way, and then they would just go on. And a few things.
Barrio. That was his name. Mm-hmm.
A few things impressed me. One was the showmanship of it. it was as clever as any top level magician show in terms of the content of it, the types of tricks, the ambition of it, and then how things would go wrong. Because you eventually, after the first 2 times, you're like, okay, everything's going to go wrong. But then you still kept surprising me with the how things went wrong. Because I kept thinking, oh, this is going to happen. And then it would always be something else. And I was So that was the magic because, the show kept defying my expectation. Okay. And I think anything that you do that I see, I feel anxiety.
Okay.
Because whatever I think is going to happen, it's never happens. It's always something that I did not see coming. And I love that. It's good anxiety. It's the what's gonna happen? Oh, I'm so uncomfortable because I don't know what's gonna happen next, and I can't predict. And I just think you're magical, Eric. I think you're an amazing writer, performer. Even we work together in the advertising world as well. You're a great producer. So I just wanted to big you up my way. And I think if people want to know more, they could Google you.
On that note.
Yeah. If I may jump in, which I find very interesting, that same show and that magic show, it was a whole vignette, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I thought the magic piece was the worst piece of the show, the weakest of all. And I've met many people who thought that was the best part of the show.
It is.
I find it so interesting.
It is. Yeah. I would like to do that piece. Like, if you would allow me to do it, I would love to do it. Okay. It's so good. It's so fun. I would love to do it. Come and direct me in it or something. Let me be Louis the Magnificent. Yeah.
All right.
I love where this conversation is going, but I want to remind you guys that we actually have Eric on here to talk about his radio serial that he's putting up as a web series for 3 weeks, starting on the 12th of April. It's called Tranquility. So tell us about Tranquility, please.
Yeah. You want to hear about it? That's what you said?
Yes.
Okay. What it is, it's like, long ago, you probably heard your parents talk about radio drama, Dr. Paul, and Calabash Ali and that kind of stuff. So this is something like that, where it's like a 5 minutes episode, roughly 5 minutes, and it ran in 2019 on WAC Radio, and it ran from Monday to Friday during drive time, for 3 weeks. So, what it is about is it's a comedy, of course, and there's this retired man, a retiree named Tony, who was swindled out of his retirement funds, and he was down on his luck. So he now had to go and drive Maxi for the first time in his life to make ends meet. And while he's doing this, the characters he meet on the road and the scenarios are all just crazy. Yeah, that's basically the synopsis.
Well, we actually have a clip, and I'd love to play it now. We have 2 clips, so we'll play one now, and we can talk about that. I've been listening to it, and I enjoyed it so much.
Stop, driver! Stop!
You press the bell already.
Drive! I forget something home. Sorry.
It's all right, Auntie. It's all right.
Gosh. Your brain always forgetting.
You don't study that. Come. Watch. Take your time. Right, give me a hand. All right. Watch your step.
Sorry.
Going down. Nice. Too bad. Rising.
Maybe you need the dust. Thank you. God bless you, Sonny. God bless you.
It is something else, eh? Once a man, twice a child.
She doing that for years now. Always dropping short out her car and Maxi, seeing she forgets something. Just to get a free drop.
Serious?
Yep.
No. She was so nice. And tell me, God bless me. She is a con artist.
That's self.
If you know how I don't like people who just lie, that just get my blood hot. And look at she, old woman like that. And I just want to say that the young people bad, but is who teaching them to be bad? She should shame. If I didn't know, I would have dropped she 10 miles from here unless she walk back. That old lying crook. My mother always used to say a liar is a thief, and a thief is a... What's wrong with this man? He just jumped in front of the maxi.
Papa, yo.
I love that. That was really well. I have so many questions, Eric. So
okay, I'll try to answer.
Well, aside from nostalgia, what made you decide to? Because this is obviously produced. You know, I don't think you sat down at your computer and did this for yourself. You got a producer, a studio, and things like that, right?
Right.
Did
yes.
You?
Yes.
It sounds really good. I wanted to know, like, who did you work with as a producer? What was the studio like? You know, in terms of, because it's a project that would have been unusual for the studio, I would imagine.
Yes, it was.
You get a lot of projects like that.
Yeah.
So what was it like working with that producer, and just decisions around the production? I wanted to kind of tease out there and why did you decide to do this other than nostalgia?
Well, it wasn't really nostalgia, because there's always this desire as a creative person to do things. The idea first came about way back in the 1990s, really and truly. That time I used to be traveling to Couva, from Port of Spain to Couva every day. And I had an idea to do a radio thing with two women traveling in a taxi, doing the same route and the drama, whatever, but it was really working out in my head how to tell this story. So it took me a few years before I got a concrete idea of what it would be being a maxi taxi and all of that. So when I did approach the studio, I used Arian Stafford. He does advertising for our advertising recordings where I work. It's Music 56, that's his studio. And he embraced the challenge. And it was a challenge for him. Because we took quite a while to get where we ended up. In him, because first and foremost, it's a cast of people. It's a series of recordings, and then it's to put it all together. And it was a different advertising. And what happened was, one, he had to find the time to do all of that. Because doing one ad is, you just spend a few hours and put that together.
Yeah.
But you have to do all of these stories. Plus, you have your regular work to deal with. So that was the first thing. Also, we had a few battles because I'm hearing things in my head in terms of the sound. And he was challenging me with what it is that I'm saying. No, the sound is also an actor. We have to hear it so we have to hear the engine, we have to hear that whatever. And he is being very subtle with things. And I'm saying, make it louder. So we had those kind of battles and so on. But
who won?
I don't think either of us won, because I still listen to things. There were some things I got done, and some things were not done as yet. And I listen to it now, and I'm saying, "Oh, we should have done this, we should have done that, we should have done that." But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay otherwise, yeah.
Well, it sounds really good to me, and I really respect you talking about your process and also about how close or how far you were able to get to your final vision. Because I think for all us creatives, I mean, Lisa, just had a book come out. I have a theater production. Yeah. When you create something, the vision that I have of it in my head and what I end up with and everybody else gets to see, it's really heartbreaking because you and it's also very easy to kind of go back and say, oh, if only I had done this, or I should have done this earlier. It's I mean, creating is so tough. Yeah. And I think too, what I'm hearing is I hear you fulfilling a lot of roles. I hear
a lot of what? I lost you for a second. A lot of what?
A lot of roles, different roles in the production. Because I'm hearing it's you, it's Arian. Yes, there may have been a few other people in terms of the actors, but you're the writer, you're the producer, you're the director,
what's the talent?
And the person who had to contact the radio station and liaise between the station
and work with the snacks.
Yes.
So I all
conduct audition, all of that.
You know, and I hope and I see for you getting to a place where somebody, something is able to just invest.
That's what we all need.
So you can just produce this amazing work and share it, because I've everything that you've done, I've enjoyed. I mean, I can't say, well, everything's been perfect and you're perfect. But I do think that your creative work is wonderful, and it grieves me that you don't have more time for it, because just what you managed to produce is so good. I remember you did a play where you did a lot of mixed media a few years ago, maybe.
That was Round the City.
Round the City.
Yes.
And again, it was with this sort of format of a taxi driver and different passengers. So what is it about this idea? Because my car was stolen last year, so I've had some adventures traveling, in transportation. What about that is fascinating for me?
I lost you again. The feed went a bit bad. What's that? What's the question?
Oh, I was just asking you, what is it about this public transportation, about taking transport, that is so interesting?
One thing I remember when years ago reading up about writing, and they did mention that as a writer, you can't be uppity. You have to be around people. You have to be around realness. Otherwise, you wouldn't know people's lives to write about them, right? So I have had the fortune to have taken the PTSC Blue Bus from small, traveling maxi, traveling taxi to be able to go on in a dirty bar or a high floating bar. And just observe people, and that's what we do as actors as well. You know this, both of you all know this. As actors as well, you sit down and you watch them quiet, so and you say, I can use that sometime in some play, right? And you put in your memory bank or your file.
It's not in a creepy way, guys. Just not professional.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Eric.
No, that's fine. So that's what it was. So there are a lot of things up in this cranium here from over the years, and it's to just what would be the vehicle to tell that story. And I think the maxi in this case, or the taxi in that instance of Round the City, those were the vehicles. Oh Lord, I don't realize what I said.
No pun intended.
But those were the vehicles by which I thought those particular stories would be told. So that was why I went there with those two transport situations. Yeah.
But remember Keith Smith, the late great journalist, he used to have a column called Taxi Talk.
Yes.
I think it was in the evening news or something. Sun, I can't remember.
Yeah. Yes, I remember it.
Sun. Anyway.
Was lovely.
And it was exactly that. It would be just random conversations between strangers on taxis. In taxis.
And as Trinidadians, that's what we do as well. We meet, like my former teacher from Guyana. She said she was amazed by Trinidadians because she would see two strangers meet for the first time and they talk as though they are friends for years. And that's how we are.
That is how we are. So I wanted to play the second clip that you sent me because I think it is so precious. So just let me get that one going. So this is this.
Could I just give a quick?
Okay. Stop the maxi driver. Stop the maxi.
Hey! Stop pressing the bell.
I coming out here. Stop the maxi. Stop the maxi.
Right, you don't have to press the bell so much. Why are you stopping the maxi for? I thought you were going to town.
Yes, I'm going to town, but I have to pee.
You can't be serious.
Want me to do it in the maxi? Look, all you move there. Conductor, let me pass.
Driver, we can't be stopping, so baby go come just now.
I know. Hey, hurry up now.
How I go hurry up, please? Just now.
Man like dog, eh? peeing in a drain in the public just like that. And he ain't go wash his hand, no. And he go be shaking people's hand later. Conductor, if he dropping off before me and he pay you, I don't want my change from his money. In fact, let me pay him now. Driver!
Mister, you're holding back the maxi.
I'm coming!
Kevin, you get the police?
I not getting through now. The network's down.
All of them?
Yeah.
Wait, like everything going wrong today.
All right. Let me get back in my seat. There we go.
Conductor, you have any sanitizer in your maxi to give him?
Miss Lady, in front there with the big mouth. I hearing you. All outside the maxi, I hearing you. Listen, let me tell you something. I's a big man. And if you know what's good for you, you better...
Hello. I don't want any quarreling in my maxi. So, mister, is either you stay quiet or get out my maxi.
Yeah, stay quiet. Your breath reaching up in front here.
You want me to reach up in front there?
Yes. I will put you out if you continue with that.
Papa Lops. So, Eric, I know we're running out of time a bit, and I know you need to head off to tennis. You know, he's so bougie, guys.
Eric very bougie.
You got very bougie. Oh,
You're killing me. Yeah.
When is it? When are you starting your, this series? Where can we hear it?
Right.
What do we like, share, follow?
Right. This it will live on SoundCloud. The Tete-a-Tete Theatre SoundCloud, which I created a couple of weeks ago. But I'll be posting it on my Facebook page every day. It's going to be from Monday to Friday. And what it is due, I intend to post them before the sun rises.
Okay.
Right, that's my intention, right? So it'll be there when people get up. Unless you're nocturnal.
From Monday morning at dawn.
Right. So it ought to be there as you think, whatever. I think it would be very nice for people who go to work, whatever, to have a little laughter to start your day. There's also a tranquility page on Facebook, which I put there as well. And there's also a YouTube Tete-a-Tete Theatre page. I'll put it there as well. So they would all live in those places. But there's some people who don't go on Facebook.
And this is just to remind you, this is how you spell Tete-a-Tete Theatre.
Yes.
The name of the show is Tranquility. So look out for this. Google Eric. Follow him on Facebook so you can stay in tune. You can also find it on SoundCloud. Okay.
The SoundCloud. Or you could just probably type in Tranquility, and it might lead you to Tranquility Caribbean Comedy, and might lead you to the location.
Okay, great. And we had a few people joining us today. They said hi. So I just wanted to say hi back. Hi, Vonnet. How you doing? Nice to see you here.
Wow, this is
Vonnet. And Roma Matron said hi, guys. Just saying hello and greetings and stay safe. Looking forward to the podcast, Eric. Right?
Yes, Roma.
Right? And Afi Ford says hi, Eric.
I'm blushing.
Lisa, Vonnet want to know where she booked McGill. That's between you two all, yeah? I go
it didn't come out yet. People
let me leave Eric out of
May, 20th of May.
20th of May. Sean says, this is the content we need. I'm hooked already. I know I'm not alone. So, Eric.
Thank you.
We'll be following
and
enjoying your show from Monday. Good luck with it.
Yeah. For 3 weeks.
It's bigger and better things for you.
Yeah, it's for 3 weeks. When it comes on when you show, we have only 3 weeks of episodes. Okay? So don't beat me.
3 weeks. For now. Let's put it out there before we go. Let's put it out there that is going to catch the air of somebody who has all the resources and money for you to produce that into a full series.
Yeah. Actually, the
let's
series...
put that out there.
Thank you very much. Throw it out. The series is actually 60 episodes, 60, which is 12 weeks. Wow. And the scripts are already written and lying down there waiting to be born.
Wow.
And the stories get crazier and funnier as time goes by. It's been a lot of fun. Lots of fun.
Yeah, just these 2 clips already, and I am hooked. You always catch me with these surprise endings. The old lady was a con artist. They were in an accident.
if I may just speak about the voices. Yeah, crazy. And that was Brenda Hughes doing the old lady. One of our veteran actresses, very, very wonderful.
She's amazing.
The taxi driver is Errol Bud Roberts, who is a name that we know.
A treasure. And
the conductor is Kevin Humphrey, who you may know, depending on what circles you are in. He's more to the musical theater. Right, that's where he is more musical theater, but he's been doing theater since Press San Fernando, and you know that batch. Oh God, those children, brilliant. The young lady Wendy, who was giving lip to the guy who was using the urinal outside. That's Shanali de Freitas.
Oh, Shanali.
That is Shanali, yes.
Just like that.
Thank you. Perfect. Actually, Aaron recommended her because when he read the character, he said, that girl Shanali, call her, said, yes, you're correct. And she fitted it like that, like a glove. And the last one is who plays the guy who was peeing outside. Oh my God, Alvin Fortuné.
Alvin Fortuné, okay.
He's not very well known. He did work with Freddie Kissoon.
Okay.
Yeah, that section. But he's a brilliant actor. Brilliant actor.
Got a lot of personality to it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, really, really well done, Eric, and congratulations. I hope everything goes really well with your launch. We're going to be ending the Givin Trouble show for today. So we want to ask you, Eric, as our wonderful guest for today, just to say goodbye and do your best wave. Best wave, guys. Best wave.
You have to wave very close.
Was that royal wave? Was that royal wave?
Yes.
Royal wave?
Royal.
Okay.
Royal.
I don't know what to do with this camera.
Yeah, you have to figure it out. There's a little counterintuitive. Ready?
And let me see. I just see the eyebrows too. The eyebrows have a bit of haughtiness to it as well.
Bring it. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.